In this lecture, I'll show you how to create a subsite under an existing site collection. I'm now inside my root site collection of the web application that is running on the port number 20,000. If I click on the site contents, you can actually see the contents of this website along with the different websites that I have. So these are the different subsites that I currently have in this root site collection. I'll show you now programmatically how I can create another block site through code. To get this done, let's go back to Visual Studio and try to create a new console-based application. Let's actually call this as Create Subsite. And also keep the same name for the solution as well and click on OK. So just like how I did in the previous demonstrations, first of all, from the project properties, we need to set the platform target to 64-bit. And also we need to take into references Microsoft.sharepoint.dll. So I can click on View and Solution Explorer. I can right click on References, click on Add Reference and select Microsoft.sharepoint.dll. So once you have executed these two steps, the next step is to take these two using directive statements. So I've got Microsoft.sharepoint and Microsoft.sharepoint.administration as well. I'm now ready with some code which I'm going to paste it inside the main function, and I'll just explain that. You can now see the code in the main function. So just like how I did in the previous demonstration, first of all, I'm trying to get the handle of the site collection with which I would like to work with, which is running on the port number 20,000. Now, the subsites, obviously we add them to the site collection. So I'm saying site.allwebs. So when I put the mouse on all webs, you can see it's SP web collection. So I'm trying to say site.allwebs.add. And what's the URL? Let's say I'm going to call this as brand new block site. So that's the URL of your block site. And then this is the title and some description. And again, I'm using US English, which is 1033. This time, the template upon which this new subsite has to be created is a block site. So I'm trying to say block #0. And the last two parameters, like if you would like to use unique permissions or convert it there, so which I'm actually setting this to false. You might as well set that to true. That's it. So this one line of code will actually help us to have a brand new subsite under this existing site collection. So let's actually go ahead and try to run this application. Finally, you can see the message, the block site has been created. So let's close our application and then go back to the SharePoint site. So you can now see we are in the same site collection. Let me actually refresh this window, and as I come down, you can see there is a new subsite that just got created a minute ago, which is the block site. So when I click on the block site, this is actually the title, and this brand new block site is the URL that we have specified. So now you can see the block site which we have just created through code has got open, and this is how in this lecture I've shown you how to create subsites under an existing site collection.